My name is Dan Pickard. I'm a squad leader here at Hotshots, and I started fire in 2002 with the State Department of Natural Resources, and it was kind of a college gig at the time. I knew I wanted to get into fire, but it worked out real well with the state, with their schedule and school. So I did 4 years there, 2 years as a firefighter and 2 years as an engine leader. And then after kind of getting the feel for the game, I knew I wanted to see more fire, and I knew hotshotting was going to be the best avenue for that, and move over to the feds where I could travel more and see more. And so after I graduated school, I went on a road trip and visited with somewhere between 40 and 50 different crews. I slept in my car, and it was like 5,000 some odd miles I traveled in January, and so that was fun. Getting to talk to a bunch of different crew soups and how they work. And anyway, it kind of ended up on the trip down in the Southwest, and Santa Fe Hotshots was the first one to really just kind of say, all right, well, here's our start date, and we'll see you then. Everyone else was a little more formal and had the clipboard and everything else. And so March came along and moved down there, and that was my first year hotshotting. And I wanted to get back home. My wife had moved down with me too, and she had gotten pregnant while we were down there, and always wanted to get back here in the valley. This is home for me, so I kept bugging Entiat that winter, and they had a few spots open, so bugged them as much as I could without getting too annoying. And got here in 2007 as a 4, and worked my way up every year. Kind of went from a 4 to a temp 5 to a permanent 5 to a detailed squad leader, and so I've been a squad leader since 2010. Detailed in 10 and got the job in 11, so I've been here since 07. Boy, I mean, I was so excited to see, extreme fire behavior. Seeing it on the news, and kind of growing up here too, and having big fires around. I wanted to be up close as I could, and even when I turned 16 and got a driver's license and wasn't old enough to fight fire, I used to work at Arby's, but close up Arby's at 10 and drive to whatever the closest fire was, where as close as I could get just to watch it, and knew I wanted to do it. And so definitely early on in the game, the most exciting thing was getting excited about fire and kind of feeling nervous at times. And but more recently, in the last few years, I find kind of the funnest challenge is moving up in a leadership role, and the risk management process and the decision making process, and I find that to be a fun challenge, and to try to teach the guys that are going to be up and coming in the program or in fire, kind of so that they can take the best of what they learn and make it their own too. But so that's been the funnest challenge now that I've seen almost everything there is to see in fire, I feel, but I do get excited still about fire for sure.